Okay, so if you're like me and you're not a big fan of spicy food, this dish may be the one that changes your mind. It's a classic Szechuan dish that uses the special combination of both spicy and numbing. Now we just want to start with some prep work here. We're going to chop up 3 cloves of garlic and just mince them fairly finely. It's not too important how fine it is. Um, and we'll set these aside for now. And do the same to a good sized chunk of ginger, and you can mix that in with the garlic. And then we'll take 3 green onions, and we want just the green parts. And we'll cut these into small pieces and save them for later. Now we want 2 300-gram packs of soft tofu. It shouldn't have any marks on it, it should be smooth. And to get it out of the package, we want to cut it into about 2 centimeter cubes, but it's a lot easier if you cut it while it's still in the package. It tends to break apart if you try to get it out without cutting it. And then we'll cut it horizontally, and then just set that aside for now. Next, we'll take a teaspoon of cornstarch, mix it with just a little bit of water, some soy sauce, and here I'm using mirin, which helps cut down on the salty taste. But traditionally you use Shaoxing wine, which is a Chinese rice wine. And then we'll add about 50 milliliters of chicken or turkey stock. Next, we'll fill a measuring cup with a 1/4 cup of canola oil. And then we want to just parboil our tofu a little bit. So about a minute in boiling water. And then strain it out, and we'll set it aside. The important thing with this dish is it's a stir-fry dish that's very fast, so you want to have all your ingredients ready. So we'll heat up our canola oil in a wok. And then these guys provide the numbing flavor in Szechuan cooking. These are known as Szechuan peppers. They're known under funny names, but just look for their distinctive shape. And then we're just gonna fry that in the oil for about a minute or so, just to extract as much of the numbing flavor into the oil. And then we're gonna strain the oil out to remove the peppers, and we'll put the oil back in the wok. Next, add about 200 grams of ground beef. Beef is traditional, but in a restaurant you might find pork instead. So we just want to fry that up until there's no more red. Make sure your wok is very hot. Whenever you add things, it should still be steaming. So we'll add the garlic and ginger, and again, cook for about a minute. And then we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of doubanjiang, which is a spicy broad bean paste, which provides the other half of the Szechuan flavor, which is the spicy part. And then mix that thoroughly, and let it cook again for about a minute. We'll give a nice red color to the meat. Then we'll add our cornstarch mixture, and your wok should be hot enough that it comes to a boil very quickly once you've added it. It should take no more than 30 seconds or so to come back to a boil. Now we're very carefully going to fold in the tofu. The soft tofu is great for this dish because it melts in your mouth, but it's also pretty delicate. So you want to be careful when mixing it. Turn the heat off. Then we'll add some chili-infused sesame oil. This can be homemade or from store. And then again, just make sure everything is well mixed. We'll add our green onions on top for garnish. And then we're going to grind up some more Szechuan peppers to top it off. Now, you can serve this dish just in a bowl. You might be tempted to put on rice or something, but it's traditionally served just like this, and you can just eat it with a spoon. And it's one of the most delicious Chinese dishes I know of, so I hope you enjoy.